Straighten this up a little bit. So, all right. And coming to you live from the Chicagoland area. And we're going to be talking about cholesterol because I have a lot of patients coming in concerned about their cholesterol. And cholesterol is not your enemy. Now, I'm a family nurse practitioner. I was a cardiac ICU nurse, and we were taught many, many times that cholesterol is bad. Got to lower your cholesterol because you are going to wind up with heart disease and plaque buildup on your arteries and things like that. And um, yeah, that's not really the case at all. Back in the day, total cholesterol levels, the acceptable range was below 240. And even before that, it was all the way up to like low 300s. And that was an acceptable range for total cholesterol. And over the years, we've lowered it. We went from like below 300 to now below 240. And now it's below 200. And now even some studies are suggesting, and not that I agree with this, but some studies are now even suggesting that below 180 is acceptable. And let me explain why I don't actually agree with that and why cholesterol levels are actually important and not lowering your cholesterol. So, cholesterol is actually very, very important. Every single hormone needs cholesterol and your cholesterol levels to be a certain number in order for them to be sufficient in your body. So your cholesterol basically is your precursor to hormones. So if you keep lowering your cholesterol levels, what's that going to do to your body? You will wind up with a hormonal imbalance. Your brain and your nerves also need cholesterol. Your brain is made up of fat. Fat is not your enemy. So what happens when you lower your fat intake of healthy fats? You are lowering your cholesterol, which means you can wind up with a lot of dysfunction and memory issues and brain problems. And so the nerve endings are actually covered with what's called the myelin sheath. That is made up of cholesterol. That allows nerve impulses from your brain to jump from one nerve ending to the next. So that way your brain can tell all of your organs, all of your tissues to function properly. If you lower your cholesterol levels, your myelin sheath over time gets worn out. And then that can lead to Parkinson's. Parkinson's is a degradation of the myelin sheath. And what happens is that the nerve impulses cannot easily jump from one nerve ending to the next. And so those nerve impulses cannot get to where they need to go properly. And you wind up with Parkinson's. Your thyroid needs healthy fats, okay, and cholesterol. So then what causes fatty liver disease and building up of plaque along the arteries and things like that? Sugar and carbohydrates. Cut out your sugar and carbohydrates, decrease them. Not your healthy fats. You need healthy fats. So the liver actually breaks down carbohydrates and basically turns that into all the bad cholesterol, which is not your LDL, by the way. Okay, you need good LDL. LDL is actually very important for fat soluble vitamins to be absorbed. So don't get rid of the LDL. It's really kind of the triglycerides that you need to be kind of worried about. And eating a diet high in sugar and carbohydrates can cause things like fatty liver disease, inflammation overall, can lead to plaque buildup. And there's other things like mold and bad bacteria that actually cause plaque buildup and plaque, buildup of your arteries and your blood vessels and things like that. So if you have problems with plaque buildup, cut out your carbs. Also, let's find out if you have mold in your system. Let's find out if you have bad bacteria, because guaranteed you probably actually have both. If you are interested, I suggest that you guys follow Dr. Wolfson, Jack Wolfson. He is a holistic cardiologist. It's on Facebook. Amazing doctor. Um, he's got some really good information. He went from traditional medicine to holistic medicine, and he is now, one of the top leading holistic heart doctors in the United States. And he's done several talks around about heart disease, and cholesterol is not your enemy. So highly suggest that you follow him, and he is just absolutely phenomenal and amazing. What are some good healthy fats that can help with your thyroid, your brain function, and your gut? Fish oil is one. Making sure if you're taking a supplement with fish oil that it states mercury and lead free. Nordic Naturals is a good over-the-counter brand. I like Nordic Naturals. Carlson's can be a good one. We have one at Standard Process. Systemic Formulas has a really good one too. The Standard Process and Systemic Formulas, you have to be a practitioner in order to have these. These are physician grade supplements. Avocado oil, okay, is really, really good in healthy fats. Pure coconut oil has really good healthy fats. If you're going to use coconut oil, make sure it is solid at room temperature. They remove part of the fatty chain if you buy the liquid kind, and it is not healthy for you. So make sure it is solid at room temperature, not the liquid kind. All right. Grass-fed butter is phenomenal. Okay. Irish Kerrygold butter, um, imported butter from Ireland, New Zealand. I think even Costco has a New Zealand one. It tastes really good. Ghee butter is really, really good as well. This is clarified butter. You want to make sure it's from grass-fed cows, however, organic and grass-fed cows. Ghee butter you do not find in the fridge section. This has been actually known to help with inflammation for anybody who has IBS, IBD type symptoms, so irritable bowel disease, Crohn's, colitis, things like that. So ghee butter can help with that. Let's see, pure olive oil. Be very careful of what kind you buy at the store, because not all olive oil is pure olive oil. I like to make sure mine is imported either from Greece or Italy. And it's pure 100% organic. Yeah, so those are some really good ways to get some healthy fats in. Cook with it. Do not be afraid of using these healthy fats. You can put butter in your coffee. You can add coconut oil into your coffee, so you get a little bit of a coconut flavor to your coffee. These are some really good ways to help increase your healthy fat intake. Don't be afraid of using it. You guys are probably not getting enough in as it is. So don't be afraid to increase it. You know, not that I recommend getting any more radiation, but you can get like a deposit scan, like a calcium deposit scan, to actually check to see if you have any um de like deposits forming onto your, arteries and blood vessels and things like that. And if you don't, and if they're really pushing and you have higher than acceptable cholesterol levels, like in the 200s or whatever, then and you don't have any deposit, calcium deposits or any, thickening of your buildup in your arteries, then I wouldn't go on a statin. I wouldn't go on a statin to begin with anyway. If you're really having problems with cholesterol because of diet and or because of mold or bacteria, let's find out, or your liver is kind of wonky, because the liver actually produces this. And if you have fatty liver, then let's get to the underlying cause. Let's find out what's going on in your body and help your body get rid of the plaque naturally rather than going on cholesterol medicine. Look at the side effects for cholesterol. Alzheimer's is one of the things that can cause severe confusion. People coming off of statins have actually improved with their memory and Alzheimer's, issues and dementia. I'm not saying that's for every single person, but there are other things like garlic is freaking amazing for if your cholesterol levels are really are truly an issue because of bad cholesterol, not your LDL, but because of bad cholesterol, then I would consider using garlic and there's some really good herbs out there to help with that. But again, take a look at Dr. Jack Wolfson. He's got some really good information out there, even more so than what I can give you. I'm not afraid to say that. As I learn, I share what I learn, and then I try to point everybody in the right direction. Um, but yeah, if you would like more information on how we can help you naturally, please give us a call. 708-554-6730. Take care, guys.